Have you ever wondered where the story of India's earliest great civilization truly began? For a long time, we believe the first sparks of advanced life in India lit up in the north with the famous Indus Valley civilization. That civilization was known for its big cities and advanced ways of life, dating back thousands of years. But what if new discoveries from the southern part of India, in a state called Tamil Nadu, are now making us rethink this entire story? Could this mean the very first sparks of Indian civilization actually lit up in Tamil Nadu? There are key signs that archaeologists look for to identify a civilization. These include the presence of big cities or large settlements where many people live. A civilization also has organized societies with different jobs for people, like farmers, builders, and craft makers. They used advanced tools and technologies, especially those made from metals. Often, civilizations also have systems for writing or keeping records, and they engage in organized trade over long distances. These features are different from earlier, simpler cultural phases, where people lived in smaller groups, moved around more, and did not have these complex ways of life. The development of advanced metal tools is a foundational step, enabling many other traits of a complex society to emerge. For many years, the Indus Valley civilization, also known as the Harappan civilization, was considered the most famous and earliest major civilization in the Indian subcontinent. It was believed to have thrived alongside other great ancient civilizations in places like Egypt and Mesopotamia. The main period for the Indus Valley civilization, when it was at its peak, was roughly from 2600 BC to 1900 BC. An earlier phase, known as the Early Harappan phase, began around 3300 BC. This civilization was located mainly in present-day Pakistan and parts of western India, along the Indus River and other ancient rivers like the Ghaggar Hakra. It covered a very large area, extending from what is now Afghanistan in the north to Maharashtra in the south. The people of the Indus Valley civilization built well-planned cities with straight streets that crossed at right angles. They had excellent drainage systems and large public buildings like granaries for storing food and big baths. They also used standardized weights for trade and had a system of writing found on seals. This civilization was known for using bronze tools and was a key part of what archaeologists call the Bronze Age. The Indus Valley civilization set the standard for understanding early complex societies in India. Its established timeline and technological phase provided the main reference point for historical studies. Now, let's turn our attention to the recent archaeological digs in Tamil Nadu that are truly changing our understanding of India's past. These discoveries offer a significant reorientation to existing historical narratives. Archaeologists have focused on two key sites, Keeladi and Adichanallur, both located in the Thoothukudi district of southern Tamil Nadu. At these early sites, archaeologists uncovered special burial pots called urn burials. These were large to mid-sized pots used to hold the ashes or bones of people who had passed away. These types of burials are often linked to a period called the megalithic phase, which is part of the Iron Age. Crucially, iron tools and objects were found with these urns, showing that people in Tamil Nadu were actively using iron. The dates obtained from these finds are truly surprising and important. The findings from Keeladi are the oldest, dating back to around 3300 BC, which is about 5500 years ago. Discoveries at Adichanallur date to around 2600 BC. These dates are very important because they show that people in Tamil Nadu were using iron tools much earlier than previously thought. This means that when the Harappan civilization was in its early stages, primarily using copper, people in southern India were already using more advanced iron tools. This points to a significant regional difference in technological advancement during the same broad historical period. You might be wondering how archaeologists figured out the exact age of these incredible old finds. It's not guesswork, it's science. Two main scientific dating methods were used for the Tamil Nadu discoveries. One method is radiocarbon dating. This technique is used for organic materials like pieces of charcoal that are found alongside the ancient artifacts. It measures how much a specific type of carbon, called carbon-14, has decayed over time to tell us how old something is. The other method is optically stimulated luminescence, or OSL. This technique is used for ceramic pots and other materials that have been exposed to light or heat. It measures trapped energy in the material to figure out when it was last exposed to light or heat, thus giving its age. To ensure accuracy and avoid any arguments about the dates, a very rigorous process was undertaken. The samples from Tamil Nadu were sent to not just one, but 3 different important laboratories around the world. These included Beta Analytics in the United States, the Physical Research Laboratory in Gujarat, India, and the Birbal Sahni Institute of Paleosciences in India. This multi-laboratory validation is a key indicator of scientific rigor. The research reports from all 3 laboratories came back with very similar dates, confirming the antiquity of the findings. This consistency makes the findings very trustworthy and strongly supports the ancient ages claimed for the Iron Age in Tamil Nadu. The discovery of iron tools at such an early date is a monumental development for understanding ancient societies. Early humans first used simple stone tools, which were very crude. Over time, they learned to make better stone tools, then copper tools, and then bronze tools. But when people learned to work with iron, it was a huge step forward. Iron tools were much stronger, harder, and more efficient than any stone or even bronze tools used before. This new iron technology allowed people to do many things that changed their lives dramatically. For example, farmers could clear dense forests much faster and easier. This opened up more land for growing food, leading to a much more stable food supply for growing populations. With a steady food supply, people did not need to move around as much to find food. They began to settle down in one place, leading to permanent villages and towns. This settled life allowed people to specialize in different jobs. Someone might be very good at making pottery, another at metalworking, and another at weaving. This led to what is called craft specialization. Over time, this specialization and settled life led to more complex societies, with different social groups and even social inequity beginning to emerge. Eventually, this progression led to the rise of big cities and widespread trade networks. The Iron Age was truly a period of great development. It boosted international trade and laid the groundwork for many aspects of modern life. The presence of this technology provided the means for significant societal organization. Now, let's put all this new information together and see how it reshapes India's ancient story. We have learned that the Iron Age in Tamil Nadu dates back to around 3300 BC. At the same time, the famous Indus Valley civilization was in its early stages, mostly using copper. Its main Bronze Age period started later, around 2600 BC. This means people in Tamil Nadu were already using very strong iron tools at a time when people in the Indus Valley were still mostly using copper or just beginning to use bronze. This represents a difference of at least 700 years for advanced metal use. The big idea here is that these findings suggest that advanced societies and the use of iron technology might have been developed in South India at the same time, or even earlier than, the well-known Indus Valley civilization. This implies that Indian civilization did not develop uniformly across the subcontinent. Instead, different regions might have followed distinct paths of technology and civilizational growth, possibly driven by local environmental factors. This complicates the idea of a single linear origin point for Indian civilization and suggests a more diverse model of development. These discoveries are also important for the global picture. Before, the earlier true smelted iron in the world was thought to be from Turkey, dating to around 1400 BC, but Tamil Nadu's findings challenge this, placing it among the earliest places globally to use true smelted iron, pushing back the timeline by 1,000 years. This positions ancient Tamil Nadu as a significant, perhaps even pioneering, center of metallurgical innovation on a global scale. It suggests that iron technology developed independently in multiple regions, including South India, much earlier than previously thought. Interestingly, archaeologists have found ancient graffiti marks in Tamil Nadu that share similarities with the writing system of the Indus Valley civilization. While the direct link between these script similarities and a definitive cultural connection is still being explored, their presence hints at possible connections or shared ideas between the North and South, even if their technological timelines for metals were different. This suggests a deeper, complex web of interactions and shared cultural elements across the subcontinent. These discoveries confirm that Tamil Nadu has a very long and rich history, going back thousands of years, truly establishing its role as a cradle of early civilization. The people of ancient Tamil Nadu were not just using iron, but were skilled iron makers. Evidence like furnaces and iron slag found at sites like Kodumanal shows that they knew how to extract, smelt, and shape iron, indicating advanced knowledge of metalworking. Some iron tools found even show signs of being made with technology mentioned in ancient Tamil literature. This indicates that the region was not merely an early adopter of technology, but also developed a unique and advanced societal structure. Beyond the very early Iron Age dates, from Savakalai, other sites in Tamil Nadu, like Keeladi, also show signs of ancient urban life and advanced crafts. Keeladi, with findings dating back to around 580 BC, reveals brick buildings and ring wells, and was likely an industrial site with specialized villages for living and burial. The discovery of iron objects and burial sites, like the urns, suggests that iron had a special, even symbolic meaning beyond just being a tool. It might have been used in important rituals or ceremonies, adding a layer of cultural richness to the narrative. These findings confirm that ancient Tamil Nadu had a distinctly sophisticated style of civilization, with advanced technology, organized communities, and rich cultural practices. The incredible new discoveries in Tamil Nadu are truly changing how we think about the beginnings of Indian civilization. While the Indus Valley civilization remains a hugely important part of India's history, there is now strong scientific evidence for very early and advanced societies in South India too, using iron thousands of years ago. This shows us that history is not a fixed story, but is always being discovered, researched, and rewritten with new evidence. What do you think about these groundbreaking discoveries? Does this change your view of ancient India? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Oh, and if you found this journey through ancient history interesting, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for more amazing history stories, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.